Today we have the conic section topic like circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola and pair of straight lines. These are all given conic section. Now this conic section means these are all the curves we have obtained from the double map cone with the plane. Suppose in this double map cone, if you cut this, now this is the axis of this. If you cut this entire cone with the plane along this, now this is the generated angle, now this is the angle beta, now this is the curve, this represents a circle. Like this, if you cut this along this plane, now we will get a hyperbola of this. Similarly, we will get hyperbola, parabola and ellipse and pair of straight lines will obtain from this conic, that is the double map cone. Now, while discuss about this parabola and ellipse and hyperbola and pair of straight lines, even conic also. The conic means the set of all points on the plane. The set of all points on the plane. Now, let us take the point P. Now, this is the point, fixed point S and fixed line. The distance from the point P to the and line, this is the fixed line and the fixed point. The locus of a moving point, in a plane, its distance from a fixed point and fixed line, the ratio gives a constant, that constant E, that is called conic. Means, let us see the definition of the conic. The locus of moving point in a plane, its distance from a fixed point and a fixed line gives a constant ratio E is called conic. Now this fixed point is called focus and the fixed line is called directrix. The fixed point is called focus and fixed line, this is the fixed line, this is called directrix. A line which is passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix is called axis, of the conic. Now, this is the P is the moving point on the plane. The distance from P to the fixed point and the fixed line, that is called directrix. The ratio is always a constant. That constant gives E, that is SP by PM is equal to A. Now this E is called eccentricity. This E is called eccentricity. According to this E, we have classified the conics. Suppose if E is equal to 1, the conic is called parabola. And E is less than 1, that conic is called ellipse. And E is greater than 1, that conic is called hyperbola. So, depends upon this eccentricity, we have to classify this conic when E is equal to 1. This is the constant ratio SP by PM is equal to E. Now, when E is equal to 1, that is called a parabola, and E is less than 1, that conic is called ellipse, and E is greater than 1, that is called hyperbola of this. Now let us discuss about the when E is 1, that is equation of parabola. Now according to this definition, that means the locus of a point on the plane, the locus of a moving point on the plane which is equidistant from a fixed point and fixed line is called focus. Sorry, which is called parabola. Now let us see how the parabola will we have to describe on this according to the definition of this. Suppose if we take the parabola is like this. Now the parabola is this. Now this is the axis and this is the directrix. Now the directrix is Lx plus My plus n is equal to 0. The focus is now S is equal to alpha comma beta. Let us, the moving point, the locus of the point P is x comma y. According to the definition of this parabola, the distance from moving point on the plane to directrix is equal to the distance from moving point on the plane to the focus S. Therefore, Pn, m is the distance. Now Ps is equal to Pm according to definition of the parabola, because the ratio becomes 1. That is, Ps by Pm is equal to 1. Therefore, now E gives 1. Therefore, Ps square is equal to Pm square. The distance between these 2 points is x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square is equal to the distance from this according to perpendicular distance formula, modulus of Lx plus My plus n whole square by L square plus M square. This is equation of the parabola. Now, so the directrix, equation of directrix is Lx plus My plus n is equal to 0. The axis is obtained. The axis is this. The axis of the parabola is perpendicular to the directrix and passing through this point alpha comma beta. So the perpendicular line to this directrix is m into x minus alpha plus n into y minus beta, minus n into y minus beta is equal to 0. This will give equation of axis of the parabola. Now, if you this is the standard form. If you want to simplify this form like standard form of a parabola, now in this case we will take x-axis as an axis and origin is the vertex. If you draw this parabola, now let us, S is the focus, a comma 0. Now P is the point on this. Let us take x comma y. Now this is the directrix of this. The distance from point P to the directrix is equal to the distance to the point, moving point to P to the S. Now Pm is equal to Ps. Similarly, you can take any point on this, you will get. Similarly, this distance is also same. Even this distance is also like this. Now, the locus of all these points which will forms, it is called equation of this. The curve gives a parabola of this. Now, as per this, now this point is also equidistant from this to this. Let us take this length is a units. Even this length is also a units, but is in the opposite direction. So this point is minus a comma 0. The equation of this line is x is equal to minus a means x plus a is equal to 0. This is x is equal to minus a. Because of that, the line, the equation of a line which is parallel to y-axis and perpendicular to x-axis, which is x plus a is equal to 0. As per the definition of this parabola. Now PM is equal to PS. PM is equal to PS. Now PS means now now if you squaring on both sides, you will get x minus a whole square plus y square is equal to the perpendicular distance from this to this line is modulus of x1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. That you can apply this formula, you will get x plus a by root of 1 square, that means 1 by whole square, because square of that. If you simplify this, now y square is equal to x plus a whole square minus of x minus a whole square. Now if you simplify this, you will get y square is equal to 4ax. This is equation of the standard equation of the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax. Now this represents equation of this parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax. Now let us see what are the points in this. As we discussed already, the fixed point is called focus, and the fixed line is called directrix. A line which is passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix is called axis of this parabola. And another thing, now the point of intersection. This is the point of intersection of a curve, that means the parabola and axis, where they are intersecting at one point. That point is called, here now in this case vertex is 0, 0. The point of intersection of axis and this curve is called vertex. This is called vertex. Let us see some more points. Now this is the equation of parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax. Now let us discuss some more points related to this parabola. Now this is the standard form of the parabola. Y square is equal to 4ax. Now this is y square is equal to 4ax. Now the point S is called the focus A comma 0. S is A comma 0. This is the equation of directrix x plus A is equal to 0. The line segment joining any 2 points on this curve. Now these are the 2 points like A and B. This is called the chord of the parabola. Like that, you can take any 2 points. The line segment joining any 2 points on this is called chord of the parabola. Now a line, this means this chord, the chord which is perpendicular to the axis, and through point P is called double ordinate. What we call this is double ordinate of P. What is the double ordinate means? A chord which is passing through P and perpendicular to the axis is called double ordinate. Like this, these double ordinates, like this, so many double ordinates we are getting this. A double ordinate which is passing through the focus. Now this is the focus of this. Now this is also perpendicular to the axis and passing through the focus S. This is called lattice vector. A chord which is passing through the focus and perpendicular to the axis is called lattice vector. A chord which is perpendicular to the axis through point P is called double ordinate of P. The line segment joining any 2 points on the curve, means parabola, is called chord. Let us see this. Not only this is the lattice rectum, because at the point through S A comma 0, there are infinite lines, means chords, which are passing through this. These chords are called focal chords. What we call this is focal. A chord which is passing through the focus is called focal chord. So let us see what the points we discussed. Now the fixed point S is called A comma 0, that is called focus, and the fixed line is called directrix, that is x plus A is equal to 0. A line which is passing through the focus and perpendicular to that directrix is called axis. The point of intersection of parabola and axis is called vertex of the parabola, and the line segment joining any 2 points on the parabola is called chord. A chord which is perpendicular to axis is called double ordinate. A double ordinate which is passing through the focus is called lattice rectum.